Okay, good morning. Welcome to Yeshiva YouTube Table Enabled. Today is Siman Kuf Lamed Ches 138. Shalol Shayer Parsha Pachim Shlosh Psukim Bosif Echad. Only one halacha. Every aliyah has to have at least three psukim, and this halacha teaches you when you're reading the Torah, you can't leave over in a parsha, right? There's parsha Stumos, parsha Psuchos in the Torah, where if you're looking to stay for Torah, there's a blank either for the rest of the line or for 9 spaces. Hakor Torah Aleph Lo Yishayra Parsha Pachim Shlosh Psukim. When you end an aliyah, you can't leave off less than 3 psukim, 2 psukim, or 1 pasuk in a parsha. Because what's the reason? The Gemara Megillah explains. People leave the shul. Sometimes people leave the shul in the middle of laning. Hard to believe. They'll think your probably next aliyah will probably be only to the end of the parsha. Only read 2 psukim. That's a mistake, because every aliyah that we learned yesterday has to have at least 3 psukim. Similarly, you shouldn't start a parsha, right? Less than 3 psukim. They had knasim az beis haknesh yomer shelo kara rishon el shnei psukim. Right? You shouldn't start a parsha. Right? You shouldn't enter a parsha. The last aliyah only reads 2 psukim of the new parsha, because then when the next ola starts, people will think the previous ola started from the beginning of the parsha. You only had 2 psukim. Right? It's called the Gemara called Gzerim Shumach Hanichnasim Ayotzim. Haga, the Rama says, "Vein chiluk min parsha psucha l'stuma." Doesn't make a difference what type of parsha is. Stuma, right? A psucha and a stuma, 2 different types. Psucha goes to the next line. A stuma is only 9 letters. It continues on the same line, just a little space. Parsha she'ein rak shnei psukim mutar l'shayir b'tchil l'hafsek sham. Let's say there's certain parsha in the Torah very small, so therefore you're allowed to go up to the end, to the beginning of the new parsha, right? And then read starting from the new parsha, because people will know that it's a small parsha, and they're not going to think that that person only read 2 psukim, because that's the whole parsha. Whenever you're reading the Torah, you should be careful to start with something good and end with something good. Now, it doesn't mean it has to be good. It just means that it can't be bad. So you shouldn't leave off an aliyah on a bad note, and you shouldn't start an aliyah on a bad note. There's clothes in the Torah, bad things in the Torah, deaths in the Torah. You shouldn't start with those things, because like a lot of Masechtas also, they start with something good and they end with something good. You should have a good taste of the Torah in your mouth. That's a simple explanation. Stay tuned for Ian Tolinon, where I talk about what we mentioned yesterday, that every aliyah, Ola, has to have at least 3 psukim. Why is that? Why you need 3 psukim? Why not 2 psukim? Why not 1 pasuk? Ian Tolinon, you'll find out the reason coming up next.